I get into trouble on the timeline arguing with people just because, because I just say like, hey, I love what I see, for what he was, the Mr. Irrelevant third string QB, seventh round pick. I mean, you couldn't ask for more in that situation. However, walking into the playoffs, all those narratives go out the door, right? And now it's how does he compare to other playoff quarterbacks? And I think it's been pretty favorable. I mean, he obviously his stats have been incredible over the last few games, or the last six that he's played. He's first in a lot of statistical categories. I will say that some of that is we have the best weapons, right? I mean, I've been saying since we got Christian McCaffrey that we have the best group of weapons in the NFL. That maybe not the best at every single position, or maybe not even the best at any single position. If you still want to say Kelsey's better than Kittle, now there's an argument you could say. I never thought that to begin with. I'll be honest. I always just thought Kittle just needs a real QB is what I used to say a lot. And now we're starting to see what he can do. But I will say that like I would like to see him versus better defenses in a playoff atmosphere, which we will get to see here. Things are different in the playoffs. Refs call things differently in the playoffs, and a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, what a great story for the NFL if Mr. Irrelevant wins the Super Bowl." I hope that's the case. I hope the NFL, it wants to promote that narrative because I definitely believe that we see refs, pushing different agendas, if you will. And I don't want help from the refs, but what I don't want is to get jammed by the refs like we have so many times. Um, but I also see the NFL being like, oh no, we can't let a rookie win the Super Bowl. No rookie's ever won the Super Bowl, and we want to keep that agenda. And that's when I worry about a little bit. Um, and a lot of the top defenses that we've played have been injured. The Bucks were missing. Vita Vea went out very early. Their nickel corner went out very early. Neither safety even dressed. Neither did Sean Murphy Bunting didn't dress either. So,
No,
and
no
we played a
one's
lot of
and no one's.
bad defenses.
I just want to add. No one's feeling sorry for anyone that's hurt. I mean,
No,
within Kyle Shanahan coaching this squad, I mean, we've been one of. I think we are the most injured team since Shanahan has taken over. So
yeah,
we've experienced injuries on both sides of the ball, and you can only play who's on your schedule. At the end
oh,
of the day,
absolutely. Absolutely, and Brock's looked great against who we've played.
yeah,
I mean, look at he's scored 35 points or more in every game except for the Seattle Seahawks game, which was 21, which is still
yeah.
a lot. So I mean, yeah, he's been outstanding, and that's the thing. People misunderstand like, oh, you hate Brock, and I'm like, no, I don't hate Brock. I couldn't be happier with Brock. It's just I do have minor concerns around his height, being only 6 foot and a half inch and his arm strength. And people are like, oh, well, he throws deep, he throws into tight windows. Just against better defenses, the windows tighten. The pass rush gets a little bit more fearsome, and it's harder to use your footwork. And Brock really has to use his footwork to compensate for that lesser arm strength. Like quarterbacks with bigger arms can throw backpedaling or throw, as I say, off platform. And I think Brock really has to be, more balanced and less pressure in his face, if you will. And but I'm super happy with him. So like
I,
people
yeah.
mistake me saying I don't know if he can do it with me saying he can't do it because I'm not saying he can't do it. I
Yeah.
think he can probably, but I want to see it.
Right. No, absolutely. I like what Cowboy Angel said. What's good? Cowboy Angel said a little mobility goes a long way. And that's definitely something that Brock adds to this offense. I think Jimmy was a little mobile before the torn ACL, and we've seen him in the pocket be mobile. Like he dips his left or right shoulder. He's able to evade the rush. But I think Brock is a little bit more mobile than Jimmy, and I think that's what helps
Absolutely.
this offense go. He even just a few seconds to get away, to run away from a defender. He's able to allow his receivers that extra few seconds to get open, and he's able to deliver the pass. What's good? Thanks for tuning in today, Randy. So, um, as far as Brock in the playoffs, we don't know. He's, we don't know what he'll do, but he definitely has, I think, a good enough sample size to think that he'll do good things in the playoffs. And he could be considered for Rookie of the Year, which is kind of crazy, playing 6 games, but there's no doubt he's made an impression on this team with his teammates. Kyle Shanahan believes in him. He speaks very highly of him. I don't want to say that he believes in him more than Jimmy, but it kind of feels that way. Just in
He
the play
trusts him more.
calling, and he trusts him more. It seems like it. And Brock has that moxie. He has that quiet confidence, but when he's on the field, you definitely see it, you feel it. The teammates, they're drawn to him and they believe in him, and so far he's been making plays. So it's definitely an exciting story, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to like. Um, you know, the guy, it's not just the mobility too. It's the mobility. Like I said, it's the footwork. He's got
Yeah.
great footwork. He makes great decisions as far as where to throw to. He's super accurate. And he just has that pocket presence. He seems to typically feel pressure. Even when he got sacked, it's like he'd rather get sacked sitting in the pocket. He got out and had a chance to maybe escape. He just didn't quite maybe turn the corner against
Yeah.
Isaiah Simmons, who's so fast.
Isaiah Simmons is one of the fastest defensive players in the NFL. I was saying, throw the ball away, throw the ball away. You're not going to be able to outrun Isaiah Simmons, but that's the type of guy he is.